Hey guys, Keith again with Bulletproof RC. This is the unveiling of my Traction Hobbies 1/8 scale Founder Jeep Trail Truck. If you wonder who Traction Hobbies is, they're a China-based company. They've been around for a little over a year, and about 6 months ago they unveiled the first 1/8 scale crawler available to the market. Their first vehicle they released was the Founder, which is the one that is on the camera now, and more recently they released the Cragsman, which is a very similar vehicle. It's well, I'll say similar in size and looks, but underneath the shell they're both very different vehicles. If you're interested in the Cragsman, I highly recommend you go over to Medic's channel, RC Sparks, on YouTube, and check out his unboxing and running videos of his Cragsman. Now, the Cragsman, it has a steel ladder frame chassis, but most of its components are plastic. It does have alloy axles, but the lockouts, knuckles, bumpers, wheels, center transmission, even the gears in the center transmission are all plastic. Now it does come with, I believe it's 5 servos, because the Cragsman is much like the TRX4 in that it will shift from high to low, has locking diffs, and I believe it even goes from 4-wheel drive to 2-wheel drive. But unfortunately, the trade-off for having all those servos and all that accessibility for the transmission shifting and everything, they cut expenses by going with all the plastic components. But the original vehicle, which is the Founder, is 100% carbon fiber and alloy. Literally, I believe the only thing out of the box that is plastic on this thing is the Lexan body and scale accessories on the Lexan body, and maybe the tow hooks on the bumper. That's all. Everything else on this car is all metal and carbon fiber. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'll pull the body in a minute and show you that, but I'm going to pause the video for a minute, show you a couple of photos. First is the comparison between this and an SCX-10-2, just if you're wondering how big 1/8 scale is. Okay, now that you've seen the difference between it and the SCX-10-2, I probably have your attention. Now, just to show you another comparison, this is what the vehicle looks like sitting beside an axial 1/10 scale Yeti. And just for giggles, guys, here's the size comparison between the 1/8 scale crawler and a Sin 1/8 scale monster truck. Okay guys, now I'll take a minute to tell you guys about what exactly this thing came with versus how it sits in front of you now. You can purchase this from some websites as an RTR. I got mine as an almost RTR, which means that it did not come with a motor or ESC. I'll pull the body in a minute to show you exactly what electronics I chose, but also worth mentioning, these wheels and tires that are on the vehicle did not come with that. It came with these wheels right here, which are actually larger than a 2.2. They're actually 2.6 inches in inner diameter, and they're roughly around 5.5 inches outer diameter. They are fully aluminum, true bead locks, which means you actually have to unloosen all 24 rivets or excuse me, screws here to get the bead lock apart. But it does come with 5 of them because there is a spare on the vehicle. Thought that's pretty cool. A couple other things I've done: put an RC 4-wheel drive Warren winch on here, which is the biggest one they sell. It's actually capable of deadlifting 50 pounds, so that's a good one there. Went ahead and wired in some LEDs. It does have light buckets right out of the box, ready to go. So you guys, I just wired up my own harness and spin this thing around here. And this is actually a clear lens that you put a decal over, and then your LEDs shine through, and of course LEDs in the bumper. And there are Poison Spider branded logos all over this thing. They're laser etched. That's Poison Spider laser etched image on the diff housings. That's the decal there. Laser etched on the front bumper and on the front diff housing. Alright, I'm going to pause the video, pull the body. Let's talk about what's inside. Alright guys, like I mentioned, everything is aluminum and carbon fiber. Carbon fiber chassis, which is 6 millimeters thick, that's ridiculous. All aluminum axles, knuckles, hubs, you name it, it's all aluminum. All the links are aluminum with plastic rod ends. Bumpers are aluminum. Transmission case in the center is all aluminum. Comes with steel drive shafts. That's another thing to mention. The Craigsman comes with plastic drive shafts. The Founder is all metal. I put a brushless motor. It's a censored Hobby Star Pro 4, which is 2500 kV, and paired it with an SCT Pro from Hobby Wing, which is 120 amp ESC, and running 3S with a 13 tooth pinion. Thing does pretty good. It's got plenty of torque, gets over the obstacles, plenty of wheel speed for the times you want to have fun, and so that's what I chose there. As far as servo, I got the Hi-Tech 7954, which is capable of 400 inch-ounces of torque, and I did upgrade the shocks to Prolines. These are the Proline rears for a Slash. They were just a tad shorter than the stock shocks. I'll pull the stock shocks out in a minute and show you. But I was able to move the shocks down a position on the tower, and these were actually at that point the perfect length. So I went with soft green springs with medium helpers all the way around, and the end product is pretty good. Trying to think of what else I've done here. I think that's it as far as what I've added. The wheels and tires, RC 4-wheel drive Super Swampers, TSLs. I believe they're boggers, what they're called. And the wheels are just some Chinese knockoffs of Vanquish wheels. I believe they're copied after the Methods. Full set of those. You can get them, find sellers on eBay that ship them from the United States for about 60 bucks for a set of 4. Body's held on with magnets, which is pretty nice. And of course, it also has a strip of Velcro here, which you mount your magnets inside the body. And then of course your Velcro strip along the edge right here holds everything on very firmly. If you're doubting Velcro and magnets, you can lift the whole car by the body once it's on there. So in the end, it's really good. But here's an underneath side shot, guys, if you're interested. Like I said, aluminum lockouts, axles, steel drive shafts, aluminum links and rod end. Rod ends are plastic, aluminum skid in the center. Super nice car, guys. Check out Traction Hobbies if you're interested in this vehicle. You can get it from Asia Tees. Currently they're out of stock, but send them an inquiry, they'll get more in. Or there's a website from a dealer in Australia, Premier Model Supplies. They sell Traction Hobby products. In fact, you can get any part for this vehicle from Premier Hobbies, so that's good to know as well. I found mine on eBay. It was a seller who had the Almost RTR on eBay. So I got mine shipped from the United States. Hold on a second, let me grab the shocks. I'll show you what the stock shocks look like. Stock shocks were all aluminum. They are red aluminum, and they were actually not bad shocks. They're plenty smooth and do fine. I just happen to have these Prolines on hand, so it was a no-brainer there. But you know, don't think you need to upgrade your shocks if you buy this kit. It comes fully maxed out with upgrades. Mentioned the winch earlier. I do have it set up with my DX4C, my Spectrum, and it is completely functional. So you can let it out, stop, and then bring it back in again and stop it. So just got it set up with the third channel or the auxiliary channel. Pretty easy to do that. There's a three-way switch built into the settings on the DX4C. So anyway, I think that'll do it for this video, guys. Just thought I would show you guys this product in case you're interested in 1/8 scale crawlers. Check out Traction Hobby. Their website tells a little bit more about the vehicle, and of course Premier Hobbies has the vehicles for sale along with Asia Tees, or keep an eye out on eBay. You might find one like I did. So as always, guys, like and subscribe if the shoe fits, and have yourself a great day.